Good evening. I'm Pat Harvey.
I'm Rudabe Shabazi. As LA was reeling in the aftermath of the Palisades and Eaton fires, Hollywood's biggest stars banded together to put on a FireAid concert.
And they did raise $100 million, but then came claims that the money wasn't reaching fire victims, and an investigation was launched. And KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is here with the results of that investigation.
Yes, and we'll get more into it, but basically this independent investigation clears the FireAid organizers. And again, we'll get more details on that in just a second here. But at the center of this investigation were claims that the money raised was not being directly paid out to fire victims. But FireAid organizers made clear from the outset there would not be direct payments to victims, that the money raised would go to reputable nonprofits and charities who would then use the funds to help those impacted by the fires.
We're Los Angeles, one city, one heart, LA strong.
The star-studded FireAid concert back in January raised $100 million for victims of the Palisades and Eaton fires. But goodwill turned to controversy when claims were made the funds were not being used to help fire victims. The event organizers hired high-profile law firm Latham and Watkins to investigate. Their investigation now complete. Their findings: we have not identified evidence of any misrepresentations in the improper distribution of funds, improper use or misappropriation of funds, fraudulent intent, or deviation from FireAid's stated mission.
FireAid was extremely helpful for us.
Westside Food Bank has so far received $300,000 in FireAid funds.
We saw pretty much the day after the fires and continuing on to this day about a 30% increase in the number of people visiting both our direct service free mobile markets and the pantries that we serve through our network.
The FireAid benefit concert back in January was a one-night event held at both the Kia Forum and the Intuit Dome. Clippers owner Steve Ballmer produced the event. He and his wife Connie matched donations. In July, after the second round of funds were dispersed, Northern California Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley wrote a letter to the Justice Department asking for an investigation over how the funds were being distributed, citing a media report the money was not reaching fire victims.
We just want to get answers because, a lot of people really gave generously to this cause. The organizers themselves gave very generously.
The same day Kiley demanded an investigation, the LA Times published an extensive investigation of FireAid funds. Times journalists reached out to more than 100 nonprofits listed as recipients of the FireAid concert. The Times reports the funds reached those organizations and that the money was a lifeline. We also reached several nonprofits, including the Pasadena Humane Society, who echoed what the Westside Food Bank told us. The money was critical to their mission. Even now, the Westside Food Bank says people continue to suffer.
We started conducting emergency resource fairs. So every month we extend the hours of one of our food pantries as a fire relief distribution.
We reached out to Congressman Kiley, the Northern California Republican who called for that investigation into the use of the FireAid funds, to get his reaction to the findings of this investigation. His office told us he is reviewing the report and will get back to us. Rudabe?